Trojan Philly, what's up, man? USCJ here. Listen, we got to talk about Paul Finebaum. Earlier today, I did a commitment video, did a couple of things, but listen, man, Paul Finebaum is getting the Loss of the Sauce award and the Lost in the Sauce lying award. Listen, he's a complete liar. He went and blasted Lincoln Riley on national television. And get this, not only did he do it on national television, Paul Finebaum decided to do it at the so-called SEC meetings. Listen, why are you talking about USC during the SEC meetings? I want you guys to take a clip and look at this clip, because Paul in the Finebaum is lost in the sauce. And then I got another clip that I want you guys to take a look at, because this is Paul Finebaum stating that Lincoln Riley was the best hire. They will win a national championship. But I want you guys to see this. You can't make any of this up. But why he decided, this is the second time in the past couple of weeks. I remember somebody else sent me something in reference to Paul Finebaum, and he did it again. But this time at the SEC meetings, and it's absolutely absurd. Let's take a look at this information. Take a look at this clip, what Paul Finebaum had to say just today. Let's go.
Because quite frankly, Jay, I think he's been a disaster. Let's go back 3 years. Oklahoma and Texas joining the SEC. It was announced at this moment in time. What did Lincoln Riley do? He ran away. He did not want to deal with the Southeastern Conference at OU. He took what he thought was an easier course, so he goes out to Southern Cal. He takes Caleb Williams. Good first year, but since then, everything has gone wrong. I thought last year was one of the worst coaching jobs I have ever seen. Quite frankly, had I been the athletic director...
Hold on, let me jump in. So Paul Finebaum, this is the worst coaching job that you've ever seen in your life? What about Miami that went 5-7 in 2022? And then in 2023, they go 7-6. What about Mario Cristobal? But you want to say Lincoln Riley needs to be fired? This is the worst coaching job that you've ever seen? You're a liar. You're a hypocrite. And Paul Finebaum, you're a fraud. I want you guys to hear a comment that he made when Lincoln Riley got hired just from a few years ago. And also, what about Hugh Freeze that's at Auburn? Has he done better than Lincoln Riley? Absolutely not. Lincoln Riley went 8-5 this past year, 2023. Beat a decent number 15 team, number 16 team defense in the country in Louisville in the Holiday Bowl. But you want to say this is the worst coaching job ever? Are you kidding me? And then what about Texas A&M? They went 7-6. They went 5-7 in 2022. They went 7-6 in 2023. But this is the worst coaching job that you've ever seen. No, you're a fraud. Let's take a look at what he said just a couple of years ago after Lincoln Riley got hired from Oklahoma. He didn't say anything about he was scared to go to the SEC then. He was saying great things about Lincoln Riley. Listen to what Paul Finebaum had to say. Let's go.
Hires in recent memory. Lincoln Riley has gone to the playoffs several times. He has produced great players, top picks, Heisman Trophy winners. And I do think this. I think he'll win a national championship at Southern Cal. And I don't know if there's anyone else out there you could say that about. So this is a fantastic hire, a home run hire, as good as you can get.
So Mr. Paul Finebaum, just a couple of years ago, you had a totally different tune. And it's not like the guy had a losing season. Yes, we should have won more games this past season, but at the same time, look, you got other coaches who were projected to do well. Like I said, Jimbo Fisher was projected to do well. Jimbo Fisher had the best class ever in 2022. What did he do with that? I mean, it took you forever to call out Jimbo Fisher. And really, if you look at the guy that was before Jimbo Fisher, prior to him coming, it was Kevin Sumlin, who had a better winning percentage the past 5 years. But you never talked about that, did you, Mr. Paul Finebaum? Listen, man, when I heard this today, we had a commitment video, but I couldn't run these things together. So I just kind of said, let me give it time. But you guys know I'm out in the field, but I drop what I'm doing. I do what I got to do wherever I got to do it at, because this right here was a dire situation, and Paul Finebaum is a fraud. He has something against Lincoln Riley. He has hate for Lincoln Riley. He has something against Lincoln Riley. And to make these statements, outrageous statements, does everybody get the same amount of grace? Mr. Paul Finebaum, does Mario Cristobal get the same type of grace? But I've seen a SEC magazine put out you guys know I told you this, Mario Cristobal is supposed to be the breakout coach of the year. Are you kidding me? Man, come on, man. I mean, how do you be a breakout coach? And it's no disrespect to him, but give everybody the same grace. Don't just bash Lincoln Riley on national television during the SEC meetings. I mean, it's really disrespectful. Everything you said was disrespectful, and we holding all receipts. Did you even talk about Eric Henderson, one of the best defensive line coaches in the country? Did you talk about him? He coached Kobe Turner. He coached Aaron Donald. Did you talk about how we got him now? No, you didn't. You just said Lincoln Riley has had terrible defense. That's all you said. But you didn't make reference to anything that Lincoln Riley had to do in reference to the hiring. Did you talk about Matt Ince coming from North Dakota State? No, you didn't. You didn't even talk about that. Did you talk about Deanton Lynn, that has the number 10 team total defense in the country last year at UCLA, who has a pro-style defense at the Baltimore Ravens, and he's implementing it now at USC? You always want to make, all you media guys always want to make reference to what Lincoln Riley did in the past. He's fired Alex Grinch. You talked about him not being known for defense. Well, you didn't even address the fact that he had a new defensive staff. But you want to sit here and go off on Lincoln Riley and try to address it in a false way. You are a fraud. USCJ is calling you out, and this is my story. So look, man, you guys hit me in the comments. You guys tell me what you think. Paul Finebaum is not getting any respect for USCJ or the Trojan families, man. And that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm USCJ on Instagram, USCJ32 on Instagram, USCJ32 on Twitter. I'm out.